Sup, sluts? Welcome to my podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's been decided. She's taken over.
It's mine now. I have a mic and everything. I even have Audacity on my laptop.
Welcome to the Wet Bussy Review podcast.
Welcome to the Wet Bussy Review podcast.
I didn't consent to any of this. I am not co-signing any of this. My opinion is mine and mine alone.
In this podcast, we
it's a 2 out of 3 vote majority rules.
In this new podcast, we rate your wet ass pussy. Please send us submissions.
No, don't. Absolutely not. No submissions of the sort. I do not want any of that. Adria's gotten high off the power that Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B have given her.
Oh, God.
First bussy up for review, Junbei. Yay or nay?
Nice, good idea. All right, let's talk about bussies on One Piece. How fat do you think Luffy's bussy is?
Luffy, I think, is the cheater because he could be.
He can stretch it.
Why are we actually talking about this?
No, of course the fattest bussy in all of One Piece is Nico Robin. I'm sorry. I'm
the
not
two
sorry,
characters
but
who have infinite bussy.
Oh yeah, hey, you're right. Maybe there is some reason.
I don't want to enable or partake in this, but so you know how she can create any body part of hers, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the unnamed body part. So
her bussy.
Instead of making it larger or anything, what about just making it like longer, like stacking them on top of each other,
like a ribbed Ona hole.
Basically, yes. Just
Jesus
a
Christ.
bio
it's like you're
Ona
ultimately
hole.
always just going in.
Yes,
You're ultimately always
Nami
always
creates OnlyFans in this universe, and Robin creates fucking the Tenga Enterprise.
I'm in hell. Why are we here, Adri?
Because I didn't know how else to open.
So you're to blame.
Yeah.
Yes,
my
so
fault.
you're to blame.
You're right.
This is sadly, this is not
Yeah.
a Bussy Review fan cast.
I'm
as
sorry.
much as we want it to be.
As much as John and I want it to be.
Yeah, again, I don't co-sign this.
Well, I mean, like I said, this is my podcast now. Okay.
We are
Paramecia Fancast.
A One Piece.
gotta
A
learn
One
the
Piece
intro,
fan
Adri.
podcast. Wait,
No Bussy.
wait, you're ruining it.
A One Piece
Fancast.
where
We read and review
close enough
a chapter of One Piece.
the latest
The latest chapter of One Piece.
and have
And have
a different
Come
One Piece
on.
discussion every single week.
All right. She
Can
got
we edit that
Bussy
so that
and
we
money on the
perfectly,
mind.
like, went back and forth.
Maybe, or
It's
I just
it's
leave in
possible.
the
That's really
whole
sad. Thanks.
every single silence. What's your name?
My name is Adri.
My name is Franz.
And my name is John. And I'm still emotionally torn that this is not a Bussy Review fan cast.
And I am perpetually relieved that it isn't.
And I'm here to tell you that Franz's bussy is rated.
Oh,
You will never know.
highest tier of the Patreon that we don't have.
There's not even a price
Jesus.
on it because it's priceless.
Exactly.
That's either the sweetest or the creepiest thing I've ever fucking heard.
What we'll do is like it'll be like you tell us a price and we'll like you write it down on a piece of paper, you slide it across the table, and then we'll like shake our head or like nod our head. That's what that tier is. But no, thank God we're not talking about my bussy. Jesus Christ. We're here to talk
Jesus.
about chapter 987.
Hell yeah.
Oh. Oh, this chapter was so fucking good. I guess it came out.
Finally my time to be Kozuki Odin!
Yeah, it came out. So chapter 97, Vassals of Glory, I saw that it came out that the editor was in fact referring to 986 that made him cry.
Which
I
is
think
valid.
It was like,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
think it was the moment with Momonosuke.
Yeah.
Valid.
Which, fair. But if that chapter made him cry, this chapter made me fucking nut. This chapter was so good.
Absolutely, like
You cried, I nutted.
exactly, dude. Like it just didn't really stop. Like it is like a simpler chapter. You could condense it down to a few sentences, but like the nuance of everything that happens is so good.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit you can like read into, and it's like, oh fuck,
So good.
this chapter's so good.
I also really like the flow of this chapter. Like it felt very coherent despite jumping between like 30
Yeah.
different groups. But then I think it's also because, the gang's all here.
The gang is all here, yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
Law in my heart.
Yeah, I want to talk about that because Law is with somebody that I was like,
Who's he with?
Uh-oh.
He's with
it-
Blondie here.
It looks like that's Basil Hawkins, but that's what it looks like from the back.
Oh, now
Damn,
that you
we'll get to
mention
that
it.
when we get to that.
Yeah. We'll
But
get
let's
to that,
start
but-
out as always with the color spread, because
it's so
this week
good.
was good
Everything
for so
about
many
it.
reasons. Like I'll start off with the less obvious great thing. Luffy's carrying Sabo's pipe.
God, I fucking
Yeah.
love him. Sabo's dead.
Sabo's
Sabo-
not.
yeah.
I don't want
dead.
Sabo to be dead.
Sabo's dead.
It reminds me of there's somebody posted that meme, and it's Drake and Josh when they seal themselves in that
In the
box,
treehouse?
and it's Ace when he gets to heaven, and Ace is Josh, and he's like, God, where's Sabo?
Dude, I shit you not. Like it's a bit of like spoilers, I guess, for like later She-Ra, but the newest She-Ra like has a moment exactly like that where it was like, wait, no,
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Yeah, and Luffy has the fruits on his
Oh,
shirt?
Yeah, that's the Mera. It looks like
yeah,
at least.
it looks like the Maramara.
So cute.
Because I know the Maramara looks like a little like stumpy pineapple is the best way to describe it.
Dude.
No, Sabo's not dead. But Oda keeps killing my Oni-chans, so
Yeah.
So he may as well.
he may
I
as well
love,
have killed Sabo.
It's a lot
He
of
killed
stuff I
him
love
once.
about this color
Makes you
spread.
think he won't do it again.
Hey, maybe.
Maybe.
Another thing before pointing out the obvious, there's two things I really liked. I liked Sanji with the gun. It just has a powerful energy. His shirt has like a 3 on it on the front, which I was like, oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Germa.
Oh, yeah, it's very like
Damn, observational
3E.
skills here.
Yeah, little Germa.
Observational
call out.
hockey here.
That's his specialty.
But I love that, like, he's pointing the gun, and it looks like Brooke is pissed that the gun is pointed at him.
It's like, Sartre!
Yeah. And that's
Rule number one about holding a gun. Don't point it at someone.
yeah, terrible trigger discipline
And
too.
he has his finger on the trigger. Like,
Yeah. Terrible finger discipline.
Brooke's about to smack him.
And then, but before we talk about the real reason anyone talks about this color spread, unless anyone has anything else,
Dogs?
I like Jinbei finally being on here. Oh, I like the dogs too.
Did you
but
see
I like
the dogs
Jinbei.
on his yukata?
Yeah,
It's so
he's
cute.
got like little bears or something, little dogs
Yeah.
or bears
I fucking love
like
it.
in the water.
Yeah.
With all the waves, it's so cute.
Yeah.
I need that in
Like
real
sea
life.
foam-
You-
sea foam
You know what it
bears.
reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of when Monet died,
What?
and then when they're leaving Vegapunk, when they're leaving Punk Hazard,
Mm.
the little snow bunnies were in the ocean
Oh.
because her devil fruit was
Oh.
reincarnated.
Mm.
And I'm like, look, I'm not saying Jinbei's gonna get the devil fruit, but
Oh.
Damn, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen a fisherman with a devil fruit.
Wait, but doesn't that mean he can't swim?
yeah.
But
well,
he
I mean,
can still
Jack has one,
survive.
but
Yeah. Jack's a fishman, remember?
Yeah. Jack's just like dumb because he uses his fruit, he just fucks shit up, and then he falls in the ocean, and he just waits for people to pick him up.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused here. Like, he won't be able to move. He
That's
won't die.
true.
But that would be the worst thing in the world for a fishman. Like, that'd be the worst fucking thing in the world if you weren't able to move.
That's what Jack does. Jack just has like a tracker on him at all times, and he's just
Jack
like
again? Jack.
The Calamity from
the guy with the tusks that like destroyed Zoe.
the mammoth, Jack the Drought. Mammoth
like
boys.
King,
bastard.
Queen, and Jack.
Oh, but isn't he half?
Half, right?
Yeah,
He's half.
but he could still
He
breathe
can
though.
survive.
Like
right. He can
what he
can
does,
breathe.
he literally fucks shit up, and then if he falls in the ocean, he has like a GPS chip in him, and he's just like, all right, gotta wait for the crew to pick me up.
But
Right.
maybe because he's half, he can't swim with a devil fruit. But maybe Jinbei can't. What? Maybe.
Well, they
Like,
mentioned
they
that
just
like
become paralyzed. Like, that's it.
yeah,
True.
they mentioned like Jack says that like he can't move in the water, and he mentions himself. He's like, oh, I just gotta wait for them to pick me up.
I'm just
Yeah.
like thinking of someone who's like grew up
In water.
in the water.
Yeah,
like,
having that taken
imagine not
away.
being able to go back.
Yeah,
Which
that'd be.
definitely
Yeah.
sounds like a kind of like internal dilemma that
Yeah.
Oda would try to bring up.
That'd be interesting.
I don't like Jinbei getting that fruit specifically. If he was gonna get a fruit, but
Which fruit is it?
The snow fruit that Monet
The
had in
oh,
Punk Hazard.
the snow one that Monet had, yeah. I don't know. It reminded his yukata like reminded me of that, but like if I really think about it, I'm like,
I mean,
of
those
all
are bears.
fruits, like Jinbei, that shit don't. Nah, that doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinbei wouldn't have a fucking pussy fruit like that. Come on, he's gonna have the
Wow,
fucking kill fruit.
rude.
The
Oh,
punch
do you see? I
fruit.
just noticed Robin holding.
We'll get to that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's the whole
Shit.
that's the whole reason for this color spread existing.
Oh.
But before that,
What am
I
I
do want to
missing?
point out, a lot of people love the trope of Nami riding on Jinbei
Yeah,
because it's like the whole solidarity, like Nami's history with fishmen,
Aw,
Jinbei
yeah.
trying to bridge that gap that Otohime was trying to do. So it's very like it's solidarity, and it feels so good.
It's
like
very cute.
Yeah.
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 it
Chuck
feels
Mangione.
Only John understood that joke.
Yeah.
None of our listeners will, I think.
It reminds me of like, it sounds stupid, but it reminds me of Inuyasha, the final act, where like at one point Kagome is stuck with Sesshomaru, and
Oh, yeah.
he's like running, whatever, he's running through like the inside of Naraku's demon body,
Right.
and she's on his tail, like just kind of like holding on, and it looks
Yeah.
hilarious, like going from like being the evil older brother that like doesn't like tries to kill your friend and then like hates all of you, and now you're all working together and you're working together not to die, and he's letting you fucking like tag along in his goddamn shoulder
Sesshomaru
tail.
is the best.
It's so fun. Like, it's a good trope.
It's good.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the main act of this whole dang thing, Frobin is real.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oda had to put an end to that shit. He was
I
like,
don't
hold
know.
on. He
Shut
was
the
like, hold
fuck
on.
up.
I don't know about that.
I purposefully wrote Robin to be like happy to go on the motorcycle with Frankie, and then Brooke cockblocks him.
I don't know. I mean,
And then like Robin just walks with Jinbei because she respects Jinbei, and people are like, "Oh, Jinbei and Robin." And Oda was like, "Hold the fuck on. How the fuck did you misread that? All right, fuckers. Here's a color spread, bitch."
I mean,
Like,
as somebody
somebody-
who regularly takes crumbs and turns it into turns it into
Three-course
Take these
meal.
away
fucking
from me.
3-course meal. This is like, I don't know. For hets, this is
Well, like, the thing is,
Look.
like,
This is
What-
fucking great.
there, like,
I saw a tweet. Let me see if I can
okay.
find it.
All right.
for One
'cause-
Piece, there's, like, no touching between, like, crewmates.
Yes,
Like-
there's a
like-
bunch of touching between crewmates.
But not like this gentle, like, facial, just, like...
Yeah, there's no like
like,
caress.
Caress,
it's a
caress,
little-
yes,
it's a
thank
little
you, that's what I meant.
interesting. Like, I don't understand, like, Like, I didn't even notice the first time that I looked at it.
The more you look at it, the better it gets. Just zoom in and stare.
I am. I'm staring.
No, here it is. This is the tweet. ProZD tweeted, "Robin is real" with the color spread picture, and all these people replied, and it's like, "Robin literally grabbed Frankie's nuts. It's always been real." And then in quotations, "Frankie, it's 4 p.m. Time for your nut crushing. Let's fucking go!" And then the last person, "Super." It's 4 p.m. Frankie. Time for your nut crushing. Super.
Oh, that's the mood. Whoa, but
that's the biggest fucking mood.
Damn. We have been talking about the color spread for quite a while though. Let's get into the meat of it though.
Yeah. Chapter 987, Vassals of Glory. We get so good. I love the beginning of this.
Flashback.
We get a flashback to when Odin scarred Kaido, and then we kind of fast forward to when Odin tosses all the vassals off of himself while he's boiling, and they're running. And then Odin is like, "Don't make the mistake of underestimating our samurai." And Kaido is like, "They will speak of you for years to come." And Odin strikes his pose. "They can forget me for all I care. My soul will live on." And you see Odin get shot, and then smash cut to Kaido's face as all the Akazaya Nine are launching him off the building.
He's like, "Fuck."
And like, it's so
their blades actually piercing too. Like,
yes, that was wild.
Like all of them too. Like there's a focus on Kinemon. And while that's happening, we see Kiku like straight through his hand, and like he's actively getting hurt, and he's like on the next page, we see like his scar glow in a kind of like in a like, hey, notice this kind of way, not like a actual physical glow, and he says, "The scar I got from Odin, why does it hurt? Why do their blades pierce me?" And this feels exactly like it feels like PTSD. It feels very interesting to see Kaido like go like, "Oh fuck," but it also feels like the whole thing with Big Mom and Bigger Mom, the picture of Bigger Mom.
Oh yeah,
and like how it puts her in a psychological state where she then becomes physically weaker. This feels very similar.
Yeah, I also like that because he specifies too. He's like, "Do they use his Ryo too?" And this just made me think of like, I think it was like 2 chapters ago or something like that. It was right before Kiku like sliced down Kanjuro. She had a speech where she's like, "Oh, the wounds inflicted by this blade, like,
they hurt. You feel
they linger
them even in the afterlife."
Yeah, they linger on even in the afterlife, like
snow
whatever.
In spring.
Yeah, but I'm thinking at first I was like, well, maybe she has like a cursed blade or something. But now I'm like, maybe like is that like just Ryo? Like, does it just leave that kind of like scar on you? Like,
I wonder.
I took it more as a like metaphorical sense of like that's like the will of Odin, like scarring you mentally. Therefore, like, you get, like, Metal Gear the Phantom Pain.
Yeah. But...
Could also actually be a cursed blade. I mean...
Yeah, there's so many options out here. That, like, One Piece really does have a lot behind it.
It's fucking good. They launch him to the floor, and he falls down.
He's yelling, too.
Yeah, he's screaming. He's like vassals or whatever. Like, Kaido's screaming? What?
Yeah, and all the beast pirates are like, "Oh, like, they didn't do what I think they did they? Like, they crashed to the floor." And they're all like, kill the samurai. Like, there could be more intruders around. And then all the samurai take off their disguises and reveal themselves.
And they're like, "Hey, bitch, we've been here the whole time."
Fucking Hyoguro with his fucking sword.
We won't let you get any closer to the Akazaya. Little old man.
Dude, he's ready to pop out. Like, I will still retain that I do want him to pull a Master Roshi and just get buff and 6 feet tall. but I would also love to see the One Piece equivalent of Master Yoda just jumping around. Like, do you remember playing the old Star Wars Battlefield 2 game? And like you could choose Yoda, and like the way he'd just like jump and flip around is like just like jumping everywhere. I want to see him do that.
Oh, it's so good, dude. I find it like super. Like Big Mom is just like laughing at all this.
Yeah, I mean,
she's like,
that's pretty par for the course.
Is Kaido dead or what? And then whoa, they were in disguise.
Like,
like it's just weird. I mean, we get some interesting words from both of them. I mean, because so we smash cut to Yamato and Luffy. They're like, let's hurry, Luffy. We have to finish Kaido off. Those are the real vassals of Odin. And Luffy's like, yeah, and they're tough. And I love this.
He's so adorable.
Ulti like has a mace, I guess is her weapon, and she attacks Yamato with it. And
it's actually Luffy's a morning star.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Luffy's just like, oh, headbutt.
Yeah.
Like
his nickname for her.
I love that he can never remember anyone's name. And like it just feels
same, my man.
It's good. Headbutt is a great name for Ulti.
Oh, it's so good.
She comes in and she's like, "You're going to pay for what you did to me. Whatever was the meaning of that?"
It's so funny. Like Stephen Paul has done a very interesting thing in like trying to take her like Edo period like hip girl speak and basically make it Victorian hip girl speak.
Yeah. And then Yamato's like, it's what I should have done. This is the day when I become Kozuki Odin at last. And then we have Ulti being a fucking transphobe.
I have no idea what that means. Are you crazy or stupid?
Fucking rude headbutt bitch.
I'm not gonna lie. I love the panel as is. Like jokes aside, it's not really like transphobic.
No.
But like it's so funny, that panel by itself, because it explains so much. It's a great reaction to anything in One Piece.
Yeah.
It's very on brand.
Oh, very. And we get like a bunch of the small fries from the Beast Pirates saying like, "Oh, young Master Yamato, it's an emergency. Your father's been attacked. Area's crawling with enemies." The way he like looks back and is like, "Well, I'm not on your side anymore. Let my father die." Oof.
Ooh,
Stone cold.
Wild.
Yamato's a fucking beast.
Not a flinch.
This is what I love. Big Mom is like, Straw Hat! And Luffy's like, ugh, Big Mom, I'm busy right now.
Mom, not right now.
Every single interaction Luffy has ever had with Big Mom, he's just like, God, you are so annoying. I don't want to fight you right now. Like,
for real.
Even when he broke into Whole Cake Island, he was like, I'm not here to fight you right now. Like,
I'm here for you, bitch. God, leave me alone. Why
coming
are you
back.
so obsessed
Please
with
wait.
me?
Yeah. I love it. But we also get, some interesting shit. Nami is like, let's get out of here, Carrot. And Carrot uses Electro, and then Nami feeds the black balls to the cloud. And then, like, the cloud, they just get, like, electrified, and they're able to escape. Mm-hmm. I want her to get Zeus back so badly.
That would be nice.
It would have been so good to see her fight with Zeus at some point.
Oh, yeah. It's good. But
we still have a chance.
I think we just missed out on that.
Yeah.
No, I think we'll get it at some point.
Maybe.
But I like Big Mom here because she says, I came all this way just so I could kill you. And it's like, what the hell? Like, so she came and Kaido's talking all this shit about like starting a war. And then Big Mom's just like, yeah, fuck all that. Like, I just want to kill Straw Hat.
I mean, she barely gave a shit that like Kaido might have died for once.
Yeah.
She's like, oh damn, he dead?
It's fucking interesting. I mean, Kaido says some interesting shit, I think, on the next page too, but it's just like, oh man, what the fuck? Like these fucking, like, they make an alliance, giant quotations, but it's like, wow, they really just don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's
no trust, no love, deep web.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's really just formalities.
I love this shit right here. This entire double page spread is so fucking good. Like, there's like 50 double page spreads in this chapter, but this one, I
there
think
were so many.
Yeah, this one's probably my favorite. It's just,
I really like what Kaido says on the next page, though. How he's just like, all of Orochi's hallucinations, no one believed, have come to pass. The rumors of figures at Odin Castle, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, the lost island of Zoe. Oddly enough, you have been hiding in the shadow cast by the very man I've had my eye on, Straw Hat. Like, that was wild.
Yeah.
And it's just so like, all this shit has gone under my nose because of that fucking meddling kids.
Yeah.
So funny. Like, we've had prophecies of Luffy, like, changing the tides of everything, but, like...
Yeah. I mean, even...
Man...
What Pedro explicitly was like, oh, they're the ones who will bring about the new dawn or something like that.
Right.
And I mean, even, like, it happens right now, but Kaido says, like, so you've allied yourselves with pirates. You preserved for 20 years, and in some cases traveled through time. You managed to recruit an army. And he's, like, staring down all of them. And then this is, like, the most interesting, like, panel to me of Kaido. His eyes are, like, shaded out, and he says, but pirates will betray you. When they know you'll lose, they will abandon you and sail away. And it's like, is that what, like, did that happen?
Happened?
Is that the Rocks pirates? Is that what happened? Like, did Rocks, like, abandon Kaido?
It sounds very, like, spoken from experience.
Yeah, I feel like that's really the case. Like, you know, we always have talked about how Big Mom has, like, gone through some shit and is therefore fucked up.
Yeah.
But the same is very likely true for Kaido. Because they did spend quite a substantial amount of time together in the Rocks Pirates. So at this point, who could say? Yeah.
It's insanity. That got me thinking, because I was like, fuck. Like, if he's I assume he's talking about Rocks, because that's, I mean... Anything beyond that point in that pirate crew, I think he's just, like, he would be too powerful to be abandoned, like,
right.
He's so powerful that I think he would be the one abandoning people, like, not the other way around, like, in a post-Roxa society.
Right.
That's definitely the case. There's also, like, some possibility of, like, because, okay, you know the whole the whole, like, very slight thread, it's more foreshadowing than anything else, of, like, Brooks saying that, like, oh yeah, Roger was just a rookie back then, and, like, stuff like that, stuff that he said, like, back in Thriller Bark. They're like, what I'm trying to get at, I guess, would be that might have been the style of pirates back then. And, like, Roger's, like, pirate revolution would have been, like, pirates more like Roger himself, therefore more like Luffy and the Straw Hats. But the culture of, like, the pre-Rocks pirates, let's say, the Big Mom and Kaido could be, like, the last stand for that kind of culture. So it's, like, very interesting to see the ideals clashing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially with what Kinemon says, which is also really good, because he's like, well, Kaido's like, I've already beaten Straw Hat into submission once. And Kinemon's like, you speak slander. Sir Luffy is not like you. And, this is just fucking good.
Chef kiss.
He's like, he will one day stand at the pinnacle of the sea. If every last one of us dies, he will remain. Mark my words, daybreak will come to Wano. That is the promise I made to my lord. And it's like, I read this and I just can't help but think back to, like, when Kinemon first met Luffy on Punk Hazard, and he, like, fucking hated pirates. He was like, all pirates are scum. You are scum. I hate you.
Right.
And it's like, to see Kinemon, like, I mean, he put his entire trust in two people, Lord Odin and now Luffy. And it's like, oh, fuck yeah.
It's so good. There's been a lot of people pointing out across Twitter, chiefly Arthur from Library of Ohara. He was more being a bit nitpicky about the choice of Daybreak here, whereas before, like you mentioned, Pedro said something about Luffy bringing the dawn, and like dawn being a prominent kind of thing of like Luffy equal dawn. Like many people have like said that across all of One Piece, and also the first arc of One Piece being called Romance Dawn.
Yeah.
So I think that metaphor being like so important to the story is really, really cool. And like knowing One Piece, it might be kind of like like dawn is a noun, it's a common noun, but maybe dawn is a proper noun in that like dawn is an event like Ragnarok in like old Norse mythology or some shit, or like not the reckoning. What's the Christian thing?
Oh,
with the R.
It's fucking the Book of Revelations, isn't it? Revelations.
Rapture.
Rapture.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So like Ragnarok, Rapture, those are like, you know, common nouns that have become proper nouns. Like it's a thing, like capital R Rapture, capital R Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a capital D, Will of D, Dawn.
D's nuts.
That only works in English.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Oda likes English. Fuck you.
I mean, you know, Daybreak might have just been like a fancy way to say dawn.
Yeah, that,
you know, like Kinemon does speak rather
right, which is why I do understand Stephen Paul's choice here.
I don't think
because like Daybreak is a ye old kind of way of saying dawn.
Yeah, like just use your motherfucking noggins, bitches. Anyways.
Yeah.
Then we go back to the performance floor, and Big Mom is interrogating Luffy. Why did you come here, Straw Hat? Don't tell me jokes about beating Kaido. And Luffy's like, no, that's not it. and poor Yamato's just like, what? It's not Luffy? Like, what the fuck? Like, I thought that's what we were doing. Were we not gonna fucking beat my dad's ass?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
And, like, even everybody else, everyone else, too, is like, what is that, Straw Hat? What'd you just say? And Luffy's like, it's Kaido, and you, and your officers, and Orochi, and his followers. I came here to whoop the whole lot of you. It's an all-out war!
Like, I love Luffy.
That made me go wild. I had to put the phone down. I was like, yeah!
The cojones that he had.
I told you, Luffy's got a fat bussy!
God damn it.
Yes.
Luffy is like, no, I'm not here just to beat Kaido. I'm gonna beat Kaido. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your officers. I'm gonna beat Orochi. I'm gonna beat his officers.
Oprah meme, like, you get a beating. You get a beating.
Yeah.
Like,
Luffy's fucking Oprah, dude.
I love the theme of Luffy just, like, calling for war against everyone.
Yeah.
Luffy's like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna fight you all. You're all gonna get a turn, so get in fucking line, Big Mom.
I love Big Mom's reaction, like, ma, like, don't get ahead of yourself. What, with what, a few hundred men? And all I could think about was like, just wait, bitch. Because when you see the fucking, when you see the Bari no Mi, when you see the barrier appear, and you see the 50,000, 500,000 men from the Straw Hat Alliance, bruh.
Oh my
this shit is all out war. They're about to get dunked on.
This is gonna be so good.
Master Queen! An invading force of thousands has snuck in through the rear! What?
It's so good.
This is the interesting shit.
Like, they're just finding out, like, it was definitely, like, the signal and everyone's moving, because...
Yeah.
Oh, God, dude.
The samurai we arrested in the Flower Capital, and you see Kid with a whole bunch of the samurai. The prisoners from Udon, you see Zoro with all the fucking samurai, like, prisoners. And there's the former warlord Law in
That's
addition
my
to the
baby.
pirates from earlier. They're all working together and they just keep coming.
That's my
And
man.
these last two panels, okay, there's a guy with like long hair
Mhm.
to the left in this panel.
Mhm. That you think
I
is Basil.
I don't know if it's Basil Hawkins, but like it would make sense with the war starting for Basil Hawkins to be like, all right, I changed sides.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he was explicit about it. He was just like, I'm on the winning side.
yeah, he told Law, he's like, the only reason I betrayed you guys was because like
You weren't on
in
the
that
winning
moment when Kaido like crashed down on us, like my chance of survival with you guys was literally 2%. Like, you know,
side. Yeah.
he's in it for the survival, but I think seeing all of this like happening right now with the momentum, if it is Basil Hawkins, it's like, all right, like I have no doubt.
It'd be really interesting because then it'd be interesting if we get like a little bit of a flashback, like the reveal, like, oh, it is Basil Hawkins, and then we get a little like flashback conversation where like Law and Hawkins are like talking it out, and then like Hawkins is like doing his like card shit, and he like sees that it's a 50-50. That shit would be sick. And then like Hawkins being like, I'll go with y'all. Yeehaw, motherfuckers.
Yeah, having to decide like, oh man, that'd be good. This next panel too, I'm like, wait, what? Like,
Yeah,
what?
I had to stop for a second. I was like, wait.
For some reason, there's also Marco the Phoenix near the entrance, ... with Charlotte Parosparrow.
Mhm.
And it shows Parosparrow, like, walking. I can't see if he's on the Candy Sea Slug, but he's walking, and Marco is floating, like, right behind him, and you can see the giant sword of Onigashima, like, in the ground.
Mhm.
So, like, they're coming up there, but it's like, why are they with each other? Like, I thought Parosparrow was gonna get taken down by Marco. Like,
right, I thought it was gonna be a fight. I didn't notice till you pointing it out just now, actually.
yeah,
I
because
pointed
he's
it
like
out last
walking,
night. I was like,
and
wait,
it's like,
who's Parosparrow? And you were like, oh, that's like Big Mom's right hand man. And I was like,
the
wait,
the
what?
first son.
Yeah,
And
like,
it's
I brushed it off because I was like, oh, like, yeah, they're fighting. I didn't like look at the panel.
Yeah, with Parosparrow, like, because I know Parosparrow was against the alliance
that's what
with
Franz
Kaido.
said. Franz was like, oh,
Yeah.
well, Parosparrow is against the alliance. And I was like, well, yeah, that makes
So,
sense.
like, in a weird
But
fucking
damn,
way, I know
that's quite
yeah.
the flip-flop.
It's like, yo, you hate the Straw Hats, but, like, you hate Kaido enough to be like, nah, fuck y'all. Like, let's fuck up Kaido.
You hate the 5th Emperor, but you hate one of the other emperors so much. You team up with another emperor's right-hand man. It's very, like, enemy of my enemy is my friend's friend?
It's fucking crazy.
Absolute madness. And, like, the last few pages, too, like, it just all, like comes to a head with Queen announcing to everyone, every last drunk on Onigashima, listen up. The party's over, grab your weapons. That's hilarious. And the samurai are emboldened. They said, let's do it. Let's take back our Wano. And from the hole, we get Worororororo. I heard that, Straw Hat. Do it. I accept your challenge. And up he fucking comes. From the ground and in his dragon form, we get one more Worororo. I'll show you the greatest army in the world. And he just keeps going up. The Akazaya Nine hanging on to him as he ascends. And
this is so fucking
Kinemon
good.
yelling for him, Sir Luffy, much appreciated. Luffy coming back with the Kinemon, I'll catch up later. Whoa!
That was so cute.
Like, just the image of, like, Kaido flying up and the Akazaya Nine, like, grabbing onto him is, like, it's fucking good. It's fucking, like, final video game boss. Like,
It's delicious.
It's like when you're at the final boss, but you don't know the final boss transforms, except we know Kaido transforms. But, like, then the, like, final boss takes you away and the like, stage changes.
And then the final boss becomes the stage.
Right, yeah. It's some, like, crazy shit like that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love everything about the ending of this chapter.
This next page, though,
Wow.
This
Dome
is
shit
my
gave
favorite
me
couple
chills.
page.
Yeah. Like, seeing Kaido sprawled out and all the samurai just staring him down. Whoa, no. I think I've sobered up. Like, if you want to do battle, an open space is best. Just like the last time. Only now Odin is dead. And I fucking love Garfield, dude.
Garfield?
Dude, shoutouts to Garfield. But there's one more difference between that day and now. We had a feeling you wouldn't be fighting inside the dome in dragon form. So we brought many a warrior from our kingdom with us. And then Kaido's like surprised. He's like, the minx. The snow is light like flower petals. The perfect night to catch a full moon. And we done. Like,
Dude, the like it feels very like Cheshire Cat
I
from
loved it.
Alice
Yeah.
in Wonderland.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
like the pop off. Like, okay,
Bruh.
I know we joked about it like last week or a couple of weeks ago, but like what's gonna happen with Garfield and Odie specifically? Like, will Nekomamushi's like Gatling gun turn to big Gatling gun in mink form? Like
Dude.
Sulong mink form?
I fucking hope.
Dude, I want it to be like Digimon, where he just
Yeah.
has like he has Kevin James's jorts and a giant Gatling gun, and like more
Do you
like
think he'll
more
get
metal.
sexy?
Honestly,
Do you think he'll get like Adonis? Like
no joke. Like
Like-
Joker, maybe.
I can see it.
if they all become sexy ass fursuits, like what are we gonna do?
Like
Oh my
Next
God, dude,
chapter-
we're a furry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Next week we're off because it's Obon.
Oh yeah.
But like next chapter release, it's gonna be do or die. It's either gonna be the furry episode of Paramecia Fancast, or we air our grievances of disappointment. Cause
Yeah.
like I shit you not, at some point like Adri, like when she hadn't read or she hadn't caught up, she saw some images of
We've already
Carrot
talked about this.
in Sulong form. Yeah. And she like looked at it and she was like, fuck, I'm a furry now.
Yeah.
And like at this rate, like there's
Yeah,
a
I've been
lot of
there.
minks here. Like everyone's gonna have to do some kind of reevaluation of what they
Bruh.
think is hot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in furry overload.
That's just the life.
Yeah.
The life is that we're all furries deep down inside.
I
Yeah.
feel like Dogstorm would be hotter than Cat Viper, I think.
You think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I just
I think you just have a
like-
preference.
yeah, I
Probably,
just like dogs
sure,
a little
yeah.
more. So I want to see Inuarashi
I can't wait.
more.
Okay.
Odie and Garfield, here's the thing. Can sword gun or sword foot and gun hand
Yeah.
are cool.
Yeah.
So the two outcomes I see are A, they just get bigger in a comedic way.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
Or B, will they regrow those limbs if they go Sulong? If they go Sulong and the fucking gun pops off because he regrows his fucking
I don't
limbs,
think so.
like
No. I don't think that'll happen.
Shit.
I don't think it happened.
Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm thinking about, how Oda draws people, I have a feeling they're just going to turn into ugly monstrosities. Like, not ugly monstrosities, but like, quote unquote,
More monstrous than
massive
hot.
monstrosities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even Carrot's Sulong was like, it was
No,
like
no,
she
no,
was
no, no,
pretty,
no,
and
no,
then
no,
when
no,
she
no,
was
no,
when she was going ham, it was like
no.
her
No,
eyes
her
are fucking like blood red, and she's like tearing shit up. Like she
Her
was like
Sulong-
actually terrifying.
She's not terrifying. You're just weak. Her Sulong.
Damn.
Her Sulong is all sensual and long hair and piercing red eyes and shit. Like there's nothing
But she
scary
had like
about that.
giant
The only
fucking
scary- the
claws,
only
and her
scary thing-
eyes were
yeah.
like blood red. Come on.
I mean, yeah, okay.
It felt like the sexy version of like a chupacabra or some shit.
No,
Like-
chupacabras are ugly.
That's why I said the sexy
chupacabras
version
aren't
of a
There
real
ain't no
chupacabra.
idiots.
there ain't no sexy version of chupacabras.
The internet will correct you on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like seeing the way that, you know, there are really ugly men in One Piece. But I mean, I guess there are equally as many ugly women in One Piece.
Exactly.
But we'll see. We'll see. I hope they just turn into sexy Adonises.
There will definitely be at
Adonises?
least
Adonai?
a couple of minks that will come out very objectively sexy.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the younger musketeers are there as well.
Oh, yay! The gang's all here.
Yeah, like, oh my god, dude. It's gonna.
everyone's here.
Where's. Oh my god.
Mm.
Where's the lion with the turtle thing?
Peckham's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, did
as
Peckham's
far
not
as
die?
we know, he's like out of commission.
Oh yeah.
Because he went too long, and then Oven was like, "Hey, like pin him down and gouge his eyes out."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened.
Because he went crazy to try to help Luffy escape, and he went too long, and then like he was able to stop them for a bit, and Oven was able to like pin him down, and Oven was like, "All right, like pin him down and gouge his eyes out." Like,
Yikes.
and I was like, "Oh
Jesus
shit!" So we never got the end of that thing. So I don't know if Peckham's is still.
He could still be alive.
Yeah, he's probably still alive,
He needs
but like,
eyes to live.
I don't think he's here. That was like where my question was leading.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But damn, do you think Kaido probably knows that that's like the quote unquote weakness of Sulong form. So maybe not next chapter, but the chapter
what
after.
the fuck is he gonna do with a shit ton of minks coming at him? Like gouge all their eyes out at the same time?
Somebody had brought up the idea. I think it's more of a meme. But they were like, what if he pulls a Piccolo and blows up the fucking moon? I was like, bro, like, I think, like, for all the for all the power scalers out there, I think that would literally break like everything.
Yeah, no, that would destroy a lot of like One Piece and a lot of like theories out. Like it would change everything.
You know what would destroy One Piece?
Yeah.
What?
Height scalers.
The height scalers?
Because Oda never keeps anybody the right height.
Yeah. What I could see...
True.
What I could see is, like, because Kaido's able to, like, change the weather we've seen.
Yeah.
What I could see him is, like, just, like, covering up the moon.
Right.
But or attempting to, but I think they're gonna go Sulong before that, and they're gonna get some attacks on him. So
yeah, and like I feel like it'd be very easy to like a Boku no Hero Detroit smash up and like clear the weather, or Dragon comes in with the theory that he has a weather fruit. So Dragon versus Dragon, Galaxy Brain?
So I'm so ready for what's like about to happen.
There's so much in store. Like
we're about to be jumping to 30 different fights.
Oh yeah. It's definitely like
so good.
The people who don't like Wano's pacing right now are gonna like it a lot less starting next week.
Oops.
Like honestly, I think Oda's improved since Dressrosa, because Dressrosa was a little like there was a little too much going on and too much deliberate emphasis on everything.
Cake Island?
And Whole Cake Island a bit too, but there was a little more in Whole Cake that like happened off screen.
Okay, yeah, right, that's true.
Yeah, because Dressrosa skipped around all over the place. I think literally just because he had to build up.
Right.
He had to build up for the audience the Straw Hat Pirate Alliance. So like we had to get to know all of those characters.
True. There was a lot of reason.
Yeah. But I can definitely
it's just torture.
A bit, yeah.
I want to see of all the fights, I need to see the majority of this one with Kaido, and I feel like that's the one he's really like been wanting to draw for a while. Like Because some people are like, oh, he like off screens fights, and it's like, okay, but like the fight that's literally the entire apex of this entire story, like I don't think he's gonna cut away from that.
Yeah, like this has been like hyped up for 600 chapters or something. Like one thing I will say is that like a lot of people are kind of like disappointed that like the Conjuro fight was off screen, so to speak.
I mean, Conjuro was basically an off-screen character.
Yeah, he was just a plot device.
Yeah, he was a plot device, and
it could have been done better, but I think Oda had more important things to deal with.
Yeah, there's no redeeming Conjuro, so it's like, all right, like there was Conjuro showed that there was no redeeming himself, so it was like, all right, well, it doesn't matter if he dies, like, you know.
It would have just been like sitting in those emotions, but there were a lot more prominent things happening than just like, ooh, we were betrayed.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that we'd known for a while, and it's like, it's less pressing than, ooh, Momonosuke is gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the most important battle for the Akazaya is like against Kaido. Like that's it. Like fuck Kanjuro. Like whatever, he's dead. Bye. Just like Orochi. Fuck you. Bye.
Yeah, it's also to drive home the point where like the Kurozumi and the rest of like the clans, like that conflict was incredibly secondary. Like it was always Kaido versus Oden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. There's so much about this that's good. Mm-hmm. This final page with the Cheshire Cat kind of deal. I get two vibes from this whole final scene. That final panel, I'm getting like the exact same hype I got when the last page of that chapter happened, and all it said was Gear 4th, and then next chapter was like 2 weeks from then.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is a similar vibe.
That shit got me so hype when it happened. Like nobody had seen Gear 4th, and everybody was like, yeah. So seeing like fucking Garfield just be like, ooh, like we gonna go Sulong, baby.
Next chapter, Wano is free.
Yeah.
Kaido is dead.
I'm also getting
Big Mom has been kicked out with her tail between her legs.
Yeah. And I don't know why I have this vibe from this final scene with like Nekomamushi's speech, but I'm just getting the fucking Metal Gear Rising vibe of
We're obviously gonna be getting flashbacks on Kaido.
Yeah. My sword is a sword of justice, like not to be used against the weak. Unlucky for you, Kaido. This ain't my sword. Yeah. Like that's the exact like shit-eating grin vibe I'm getting from fucking Garfield. Like,
it's the same kind of like to me, it feels a little less like that, and it feels more like the scene where Raiden says, "Doctor, release my inhibitors."
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper's back, baby.
Yeah. It's time for Jack to let her rip.
What is it? Nano machines, baby?
Nano machines, son.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's like such a... There really is... Now that we're bringing this up, there's a lot of parallel between Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance
Alright,
and
stop.
like Kaido versus everyone else.
Stop it.
Like,
oh my god.
dumb
Kaido,
samurai,
the
corporations, warmongership, like...
I hate everything about this.
The Kaido
so
being
fucking
impenetrable until you really, really want to kill him.
Now, excuse me, that came from Inuyasha when he went to go fight the dragon that his father had sealed away, and he was trying to upgrade Tetsaiga.
I last night, like, we read the chapter before we went to sleep at like 2 a.m. because we're on vacation right now, and it was really funny because like Adria like pointed out the panel where like Kaido's like spiraling up, and she said something along the lines of like, "Oh, this is copied from like Inuyasha," and very sleepily, like I just like turn around and I'm like, "Tell that to the Qing Dynasty, bitch."
No, I also brought up the point that now that you're mentioning this, I'm remembering that I realized that Kaido's scar looks like the scar on Luffy's chest.
Yeah, that was a good thing to point out.
And I was like,
yeah.
what could possibly be the connection here?
Oh man, it's really funny
Or maybe
because
there is simply no connection at all, and Oda's just not very original with his scars.
well, yes and no, because like if you think about it, like as far as like ideologies, like you know, there was a point where like Luffy and Blackbeard's ideologies like almost matched up. They were like different sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
But if we talk about ideologically, Luffy versus Kaido, they're like sheer opposites.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you could also see it as like sort of a parallel between them as like how like okay, Luffy got his scar
Yeah.
from being like from when Ace died and like Akainu.
It wasn't it during the.
Yeah, it was-
No, he got his scar
Yeah,
because
when Ace
Akainu
died.
attacked him
Right,
and
you're right.
Ace stopped him.
Akainu tried to kill him and then Jinbei blocked it, but he's like the
yeah,
lava went
he
through
said-
Jinbei and scarred him. But you could see it as like Luffy's scar symbolizes like his growth and how he was able to like process through Ace's death.
Right.
And you could see Kaido's scar is like the exact opposite. Like the scar is like he's unable to process like he's unable to process his loss to Odin. Like he beat Odin, but he cannot forget Odin.
You could
I
also
have
see
my
it.
crack theory.
Oh, perfect. You could also see Luffy's scar as a symbol of like him being able to put his trust into the people around him, the people that he surrounded himself with.
Yeah.
His
Whereas, did you say boyfriend? Damn. Like, step aside, Luffy Law shippers. We're here with Luffy Jinbei shippers, I
What?
guess.
Oh no, that was a Luffy Law joke.
Oh, okay.
Because
Yeah,
Law
yeah.
is the one that saves. Anyways,
That is true. You're right. But, like, so Luffy trusts people. The scar symbolizes, like, him not dying because of that. But when Kaido was hurt and, like, basically, like, you know, not on death's bed, quote unquote, but, like, the closest he has been to that, he was alone.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can see that as, like, opposites as well. One Piece
Yeah,
is good.
It's good.
One Piece is good.
Yeah, it's good.
Read One Piece. We're on break next week because of Obon, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
So sad.
Hopefully, we don't die.
Oh my god, we saw so
Oh.
many while driving today. We saw so many car
Out of
tags
prefecture.
from out of the prefecture. Like one from all the way down from Kobe,
Ooh.
Yeah, some motherfucker in a Ferrari and
which is
shit.
like south of Kyoto, and it's like, why the fuck are
What
you
the
here?
fuck?
Like,
yeah.
get out.
Like,
Dudes, the shit didn't end, guys. Like,
I didn't ask you to come. Leave.
it's so like I know America's real bad. Y'all probably haven't heard a lot about from Japan because outside of Tokyo, Japan's kind of been okay. I will say until this week.
I don't know.
Check the news
Yeah.
2 weeks from now. I hope to God that it doesn't get worse,
Yeah.
but it's not looking good, folks.
yeah, not looking good.
Adrian and I
But,
will keep safe though, so
Yeah,
that's no worries.
that's good.
Mm.
We'll be here next week with a break week of some sort.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out, and then we'll see you with the new chapter the following week. You, in the meantime, can catch all of our episodes on parameciafancast.libsyn.com. Episodes are uploaded there every single Monday, except for today, following the official release.
It was Shueisha's fault.
Yeah, it's Shueisha's
It was
fault.
Obon's fault.
They forced
Yeah.
our hand.
Fuck Mountain Day.
But yeah, episodes will go up every single week following the official release, and as soon as they're uploaded on Libsyn, they're sent to every single podcatcher ever. iTunes, Spotify, Google, Google Podcasts, whatever it is now. We got some email that they're like rebranding. I was like, okay.
Don't care.
Yeah. Paramecia Fancast on YouTube. Episodes go up there every single week as well. I forgot to at Paramecia Cast on Twitter and Paramecia Fancast on every other social media. We tweet out every time when the episodes go out. Paramecia Flower Capital in the Discord. We make announcements every time a new episode comes out.
Links to that are on all of our socials. Pretty easy to find there. We would love for you to join in and hang out with us because we've got quite a neat little community that is very, very different from a lot of what you'd find on like the subreddit or like anything else. So,
we got a pretty wholesome bunch.
Yeah, it's good. On my end of things, my YouTube channel, Numabito, Numabito, I will be uploading stuff on there somewhat regularly. We'll see how long this lasts. It's a bit of a test. I want to learn how to do video editing, so I'll be putting that out there, and whenever I have something new, that announcement goes to the Discord, the Paramecia Flower Capital Discord. So if you want to keep up with that, you could either look me up or peep it on the Discord.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, it's right now what I'm doing is a Paper Mario Origami King Let's Play.
Hell yeah, dude.
Can I give my crack theory now?
Good time. Yeah. Lay it on us.
All right. My crack theory is Kaido for Straw Hats.
Oh, no!
He's just a poor little boy.
He's misunderstood.
He just needs a big hug.
Look, okay. Endeavor got a redemption arc in Boku no Hero, but Kaido's a little like.
No,
at least we know he's not transphobic, unlike some of the One Piece community. But redemption for that man?
First of all, Endeavor did not get a redemption arc. Endeavor has been it's not an arc. It's been a journey. Okay. Not an arc. It's a journey, and it's ongoing across arcs.
True.
Anyways, second of all, I don't think I had a second of all.
Second of all, write that down.
Look,
bitch.
just imagine the fucking Thousand Sunny just like floating, like going to Raftel, and then a fucking like dragon just above the Thousand Sunny. Like,
yeah, it's cute. Luffy never thought about it, but every pirate crew needs a gigantic dragon. What are you waiting for?
Fuck.
He's misunderstood. He just doesn't, he's a big dirty capitalist,
He's just a big dirty capitalist warmonger.
What did he ever do wrong?
No.
Oh,
that's not
does the
point.
little warmonger want to join the Straw Hats?
Mr. George W. Bush want to join the Straw Hats?